Good morning friends, welcome to Sharekhan pre-market roundup. Firstly on the global markets. Yesterday when our markets closed, most of the global markets were trading either negative or flattish. But towards the end of the day, the European markets recovered and gave away all the negativeness they had, with the Russian markets rising close to 15% on closing. Whereas the American markets front, which were trading flattish when we closed, finally closed up around 300 points on Dow after the Fed Chairman Janet Yellen giving the statements in which they have said that the considerable time may last longer than expected and the rate hike can be more gradual towards the end. Good morning friends, welcome to Sharekhan pre-market roundup. Firstly in the global markets. Yesterday when our markets closed, the global markets were trading mostly negative or flattish, with the European markets trading down by around 0.8%, which finally managed to close at a flattish note. Whereas the American markets, which were trading up around 35 to 40 points on Dow futures, finally ended with Dow being up by 288 points, that is 1.7%, whereas the S&P and the Nasdaq being up around close to 2%. Yesterday there were statements given by Fed, post which the Dow rallied by around 300 points and the S&P and the Nasdaq going up around a couple of percentage. Now coming back to our markets, yesterday there was a lot of selling pressure seen in cash market segment by the FIS, with FIS selling close to 1696 crore rupees in cash market, whereas FIS sold close to 495 crore rupees in index futures. The domestic institutional investors were buyers around 1423 crore rupees in cash market segment. On the Asian markets front, right now the Asian markets are trading mostly in the green, with Nikkei being up around 2.5%, whereas Hang Seng being up around 1%. And you can see it on the SGX Nifty itself, which is trading up around 90 points at around 8135 levels. Now let's have an update on derivatives.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. From past couple of trading sessions, we have seen that the Indian benchmark indices continue to trade very volatile but with negative bias. This is for 5th day in a row where Indian benchmark indices ended the volatile day of trade in red terrain. As we have seen that Nifty started the session on flattish to negative note in yesterday's trade, but very soon panic selling was observed across the board, across the markets, due to which Nifty made a century towards the downside, but later some pullback was seen mainly by banking and metal sectors, but Nifty finally ended the session at 8060 levels with a loss of 0.68%. In this period, we have seen that short positions were built up by market players as open interest is increased by 1.70% from 2 crore 59 lakhs to 2 crore 64 lakhs. Approximately 4.41 lakh shares were added in open interest, and Nifty futures price decreased by approximately 60 to 70 rupees. On the other hand, we have seen that cost of carry is decreased by 26.34% from 27% to 20.16%. Also, Nifty futures premium decreased significantly from 48 points to 31 odd levels. On the options front, PCR also decreased by 2.35% from 0.85 to 0.83, which is clearly indicating that in yesterday's trade, call option has seen good build-up than put option. Yesterday, call option has added around 37 lakh shares in open interest, whereas put option has added around 18 lakh shares in open interest. India Mix was up yesterday by 3.80%. It was increased from 16.31% to 16.93%. In the options matrix, we have seen that 8,100, 8,200 call option has seen good build-up in yesterday's trade, but on put options, we have seen that 8,100, 8,000 put option has unwinding its shares in open interest, and people have shifted their positions from highest strike price to lower strike price, due to which we have seen that good build-up was observed in 7,900 put option and 7,800 put option. Yesterday's 7,800 put option was most active, as we can see 163% shares were added in yesterday's trade. There are two securities in ban period today, one is HDI, second is Unitech, and yesterday FIs were net sellers of 460 odd crores in future and option segment. They were net sellers of 494 crore index futures. They were net buyers of 114 crore index options. They were net buyers of 4 crores in stock futures, and they were net sellers of 83.41 crore in stock options. Our 5-day CWAP stands at 8210. Lower range for the market would be 8000 and higher range would be 8210. 8200, 8000 210. This might act as a hurdle for the market going forward. Singapore Nifty is up by 89.50 points, which is at 8136.50. As we have seen that yesterday Fed has kept its interest rate unchanged, due to which all US markets close with positive trading. All Asian markets also trading with positive bias, and Singapore Nifty is also trading with positive bias. So we may see a gap up opening in Nifty futures today. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Now let's have a look at some of the trading ideas for the day. The first being Bharti Infratel. Bharti Infratel is in race to buy tower assets of Viom network to strengthen its lower tower portfolio and also to utilize the cash which is there on its books. Action to be taken is long Bharti Infratel with a stop at 343 for a target of 360 and 365. PGL, which is Fox and Kings Education and Adventure Tourism brand, has added second center with 260 beds. Now the total capacity stands at 610 beds for these education centers. Action to be taken here is long Fox and Kings with a stop at 261 for a target of 274 and 277. Hotel Leela Venture has decided to sell 3 of its hotel properties, which are in Goa, Delhi and Chennai, to the Saudi Prince Al-Walid bin Talal for a consideration of 3,000 crore rupees. This will help them to bring down their debt, which is currently standing at around 4,500 crore rupees. Action to be taken is long with a stop at 19.8 for a target of 21.1 and 21.5. Now some of the news flows. Cabinet has cleared on Wednesday the constitutional amendment bill on the goods and service tax, that is GST. Now the GST will be tabled in Parliament in this winter session, which is lasting till December 23rd. Government has approved defence acquisition proposals of close to 4,444 crore rupees, out of which around 2,400 crore rupees is marked for acquisition of high-end helicopters, 4 helicopters. The Lok Sabha on Wednesday also cleared the company's amendment bill, which seeks to ease related party transactions norm and ensures severe punishment for those raising illegal deposits from the public. The amendment also proposed restricting hearings by special courts to serious offences. In another news flow front, in a setback to leading cement maker Ultratech Cement, the Mines Department of Rajasthan government on Tuesday retook the possession of 10 square kilometers of limestone mining area in Nagaur district, which had illegally bought it from a private player. A 5-day strike of its employees, of Coal India employees next month is likely to put Coal India under severe pressure, which is already in pressure to meet ballooning demand. All the 5 trade unions of Coal India Limited, which has a workforce close to 350,000 employees, have served a notice declaring their intention to go on strike from January 6 to January 10. Canada Pension Plan Investment Board has completed its first tranche of investment of Rs 1,000 crore in Larsen and Toubro infrastructure development projects, that is L&T IDPL. India's sugar production rose by around 47% to 42.25 lakh tons till December 15. Adani Group Australian subsidiary has signed a MOU on Wednesday with the South Korean steel giant for construction of a terminal at Abbott Point Coal Port to export high quality coal globally at competitive rates. It will have a capacity of 40 metric tons per annum, initially with an expansion of to 70 metric tons per annum in its second phase. On the stocks with positive bias are Sun TV, Godrej Industries and IGL having the lowest open interest in history, whereas on the stocks with negative bias are IOB, Hindustan Lever and Shriram Transport Finance. That's all friends from our side. Thanks and have a nice trading session.